Hey loves, I'm feeling called to do some theta healing clearings and healing downloads to support you if you're feeling overwhelmed with a certain piece or part of your life, or this kind of like really triggered it for me to like do this video now was the last post that I did on my personal Facebook profile about an Instagram story that I read about where I wasn't aware that the Amazon has been burning, and someone wrote in their stories that, for example, when like the Notre Dame Cathedral was happening, it was huge on media coverage and huge amounts of money were generously given by rich people to support that effort, but the lungs of the planet, the Amazon rainforest, has been on fire and deforestation and like record-breaking things and reaching a tipping point and like all of these things, and I'm like, I had no idea about that, and I felt one, bad that I didn't have any idea about it, and two, very overwhelmed when reading about the different aspects of the article that just made me feel so small, and that like I want to just instantly step into the like billionaire version of my highest self who can just like write checks to fix these kind of problems and can stand up powerfully for the planet and in our environment and all the things in the world that need so much love and care. And in the same breath, when I get overwhelmed and feel small, in reading that, I can like shift my mindset and change my energy to be like, so it's in my heart's desire to do these things, to support these things. There's other humans on this planet who have similar heart desires, who want to stand up for the planet and the environment, and who do also sometimes have those overwhelming feelings. So I'm going to do the clearing for that because I can support in this moment doing a clearing for that. And it's also like a huge kind of ignition for my passion of serving the world and shining brighter, and a call to other light workers who maybe didn't know about that's going on right now and who also feel called to continue to show up brighter and move in inspired action. And the more we can show love to ourselves, show love to our other human beings, show love to the planet in all the different ways that we're uniquely inspired to do, we can make those massive positive waves of change in the world that is so needed, so that the world will be livable for our children and for our grandchildren. Like, these are very big things that are happening, and the time is now to act. So I wanted to offer some clearings, and I'll check into the comments. Hi Holly, hi Keith. Well, let's see what you were saying. Hey, late night hangout, yeah. Multiple fires currently, yeah, it's scary when I was reading about it. Research, hashtag DEW. Okay, thank you for that. I will definitely do that. Our lands and people need us. Yes, for sure. So I want to do some clearings and healings because that's something that in this moment I can do and you can do for free right now just by saying yes. So theta healing is super simple. It taps into your theta brainwave that you go into every single night when you go to sleep, and it's tied to your subconscious. So we're just clearing subconscious belief systems that you learned from society or your parents or people who had those that aren't serving them, and that you can completely clear it and release it from yourself and your energy so that you can be in alignment with your truth, with love, and with your highest self. So we'll clear, release, and let go completely on all levels the overwhelm, weight, pressure, responsibility, obligations that you feel are on you, or that you feel that other people have put on you throughout your life. And if you would like to clear that completely on all levels, you can say yes in the comments. And you want to cut the cords, contracts, commitments, bonds, and obligations to getting stuck in your mind, to getting stuck in your head, to feeling procrastination and analysis paralysis, and for feeling like you're a victim or smaller, that you can't do much to change other things, that instead you can see the truth of what you're being called to learn and what you're being called to see by your higher power, be that God, creator, source energy, or the universe, and that you know how to clear your energy on a daily basis, that you can be functioning in a higher vibrational frequency and state for yourself, that you know how you can clear, release, and let go of the energies that aren't yours, any other people's frequencies or emotions, so you can clear it, you can ground yourself, you can shield yourself up with love and light, so love and light can come in and love and light can go out, and whatever other ideal ways that you want to clear your energy and show up as a better and brighter version of yourself, you can be drawn to those, and that you can implement those consistently in your life so you can return to a state of peace and presence and centered power within your own being. And if you would like that, you can say yes. Do you want to know who you are and what your life looks like? Moving in inspired action, tapping in to your highest self for what your next best step is, and focusing on that one step at a time so that you can focus on your action instead of the big picture, that you can focus on the one baby step in front of you and build momentum by doing so. And if you would like that, you can say yes. And do you want to know what it looks like and feels like to be synchronistically and beautifully connected to other people and opportunities and places and events and doors of opportunity that your higher power is showing you, so that you can make the most massive and positive, loving impact in your reality and your world? And if you would like that, you can say yes. And do you want to know that it's safe to speak your truth and to make these positive waves in your life, in your community, and in the world, and that you can do so safely, that it's possible for you to do so now, and that it's your birthright to shine your light and speak your truth how you feel divinely called? And if you would like that, you can say yes. And then we can integrate those changes. I can also offer you a general healing for any other area of your life or your body that's ready to be healed right now, and fill you up with your higher powers, unconditional love, compassion, joy, bliss, abundance, and peace. And if you would like that, you can say yes. And you can take a couple deep cleansing breaths. You can open your eyes when you're ready. Definitely drink water. Hydration is super important for all energy healing and clearing. And definitely let me know in the comments how that's feeling in your body right now. If anything came through as like a message of like what your next best step is, definitely feel free to share that and like encourage other people on whatever their divine next steps are, so we can all continue to make these positive steps forward and these big waves of change together. Like, I love the metaphor of dropping like a pebble in a lake. It has so many ripple effects, and we are so powerful. We are like powerful beyond our like little human mind can comprehend, and everything that we do that's loving to ourselves, that's loving to others, it's all showing up and being that change that we want to see in the world, and it has huge, far-reaching positive impacts. So I encourage you to do that for sure. Don't forget to teach ourselves always. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Holly. And earlier, Kitty agrees. Yeah, he loves what I do. All kind of spiritual healings. He's like, ooh, we're doing high power energy here? Cool. He's definitely a spiritual little boy. You'll always soothe me and make me ready for us. Beautiful. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's so important to break things down into those tiniest little next baby steps, like focusing on what you can do with focused energy in the next 5 minutes, in the next half hour, in the next hour, and build on that. Just like focus on one task at a time, and then you can look back and be like, wow, I've got a lot done today in the past hour, day, week, months, year. And we're going into like 2020. It's weirdly futuristic, and we can choose to make the world a better place for 2020 and beyond, or we can choose to do what seems, quote, easier in the present moment and let the overwhelm win, or our fears, or those like negative voices, or our ego, or whatever, or like the perceived judgments of other people. Like, we can choose to let that stop us, or we can choose to show up and be the brightest, most loving expressions of ourselves on this planet and follow what our heart and soul is calling us to do. And you can do it imperfectly. Like, you can do it and feel like it's a failure, or you're fucking up or making mistakes or whatever, and as long as you're doing it when you're like inspired, when you feel called to do something, and you're doing it from a place of love, like, it will actually reach that one soul, those people out there who need it. And it's so beautiful when I get actual confirmations of that. I, more often than not, especially when I was starting my business and the inspiring stuff that I was doing, more often than not, I wasn't getting those like confirmations of people actually reaching out or telling me in person, or getting the clients who tell me how I affect them and the power of the work that I do and all these things. And it does show up. Even like to this day, I have times where I'm like, did that like sound good? Like, how, like, I second guess myself to this day and utilize the tools and things that I have. So know that you can show up imperfectly, that we're all beautiful, incredible masterpieces exactly where we're at on our journey, and we have so much to share to other people in this world. This, like, the incredible souls that have soul contracts with you to learn and grow with you and from your experiences and from your message, with your unique voice, with your unique stories and energetic blueprint and what's coming through you. And that is so needed and it's so necessary. And I was beautifully reminded by that by a friend who messaged me about a video I did a couple days ago where I talked about like your dream team in the sky and getting them on board. And honestly, after I did the video, I wanted to delete it because I was frustrated that Sebastian was talking so much during it. I tend to want to do my lives when he's asleep, and I'm like, I realize that's weird, and that that's also not going to work when I'm a mom one day, to like be like, oh, I'm only gonna like ever share my message with the world when my baby's napping. Like, that's probably not gonna be a real thing. So I'm like, cool, that's an area that I still need to grow. And because I left it up instead of like deleting it after, because I got so frazzled, she's like, thank you for leaving that up, even though you like said that it was like all over the place and all the things. But she's like, it was so needed and it was exactly what I needed right now. And she was talking about how she's implemented her own dream team in the sky and that she's already seeing results from it. So she's like, thank you so much for showing up how you felt called to. And I want to encourage you guys to do that. And I'm thanking you guys so much for watching this video, for showing up in every big and small way that you're feeling called to, because the world totally needs it. And you can be that change that you want to see in the world in every single way that you feel called to. Connection and communication, mandatory, yes. Beautiful. Thanks for sharing. So I'm sending you guys so much love. If you have someone in your life who's feeling overwhelmed by certain tasks in their life, or like the overwhelming issues that are currently happening in the world and the state of the world right now, and the many arenas where there's some stuff happening where we may wish that there are magic genies that could just like make things more loving and peaceful and healthy right now, but there aren't. So we have to be that change that we want to see in the world. And there's so many incredible, heart-centered, beautiful beings in this world who do have the best intentions, and we can choose to shine our love brighter and brighter, and it will change the world in all the ways that we're desiring to see, so that it will be better for ourselves, for all future lifetimes that we're going to live on this planet, and for our children and our grandchildren and all future generations. So I'm sending you guys all so much love and encourage you to share it to anyone else who can use this message. Have a wonderful night.